I've spent a lot of time doing Peloton workouts. So far, I'm up to 1,285 workouts, of which 446 of them were on Peloton bikes. I even went to Peloton Studios in London and did a live ride with my favorite UK instructor, Hannah Frankson. So if you're thinking about buying a Peloton bike in 2025, this video will give you everything you need to know to help you make that informed decision. Let's get cracking. First things first, I want to start with design and build quality. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I think Peloton bikes still look the best, even though this design has been around for several years now. The quality of these bikes is also excellent. They're very robust, and you can use these daily for years without an issue. They're really well put together. Now, where Peloton really excels is in these super engaging spin classes. And you've got seemingly endless choice when it comes to all of these classes. You can have up to 5 users on your account on one membership. And on your home screen, you'll see this. These are the filters that you kind of use a lot. For me though, I normally just go for 20-minute cycling rides, and the filters I put on are the music types I like, which are classic rock, hip hop, and rock. And you can see this brings up 806 classes for me to choose from, and I can just decide on the ones I want to do today. You're in a ride, you do get lots of data on the screen, as you can see. Things like your heart rate, the leaderboard, the time left in the class, and data with regards to your resistance, your cadence, and also your speed. If you don't want this, you can just start removing it. And you might prefer this if you just want the ride experience without all that data on the screen. If you're a competitive person, you will love this leaderboard. It's very interactive, so you can high five people and they can high five you back. I'm not a competitive person, but I do find myself getting into little battles with people on here. When you're in a ride and they just edge in front of you and you think, I can take you, and you edge in front of them, the next thing you know, it's a battle royale. You're high-fiving each other, it's all good. It gets right to the end, you just manage to beat them. You give them a high five, but it's not a high five anymore. It's a high five of dominance. And then you look down and you see that you've beaten Carol 70 from Wisconsin. And if you are thinking about buying a Peloton, I'll put a link in the description to them on Amazon. And if you use that link, that helps support the channel at no extra cost to you and is greatly appreciated. If you want a break from the class rides, you've also got things like entertainment. These are, well, you can see you've got your Kindle, League Pass, Peloton Originals, and also Disney Plus. And I think what many people would use down there, Netflix. You do need an active Peloton subscription plus your own subscription to these though. If I click on experiences down here, you've got a game that they've got which is called, I'm not even going to show you it. There it is. I don't like the game. You've also got Just Ride and you've got Scenic Rides. Now, where Peloton excel in class rides, they are absolutely the best at that. They are not the best of these kind of instructor-led scenic rides. So I've not done one since 2022. The last one I did was this one here. And you can see that since then, they've only released 3 more guided scenic rides. But I would say the absolute main reason to get a Peloton probably isn't to watch Netflix. It might be on a Sunday morning when you think, I've got an hour, I want to spend an hour doing zone 2 cardio while binging some TV shows. I think that's a good strategy. But if you just want to watch Netflix, then I don't think you should get a Peloton. Peloton really excel at this. And these are these instructor-led class workouts. They are head and shoulders, in my opinion, above anyone else at this. The music they have as well is also excellent, and quite often you're riding to the beat of the music in a class. If this is your thing, and I really like this, then Peloton are the best at it. Another area Peloton really excel is with their off-the-bike workouts. You can rotate the screen, as you can see, for strength and yoga workouts, etc. I tend to use their app on an Apple TV. So the Peloton app on TV hasn't changed for years, which is a good thing because it truly is excellent. And you can see here that you can filter classes. You can really drill down on the workout that you want to do. Their yoga content, I'm not going to go through it all, but their yoga content is also superb. If like me, you like the benefits of yoga, but don't actually like doing yoga, if you come down to yin yoga, and this is just like deep stretches. So you've not got all the annoying parts of yoga that I find. You might love yoga, but you just spend a lot of time in deep stretches. It's great for strength and also mobility. This is a Peloton Bike Plus, as I've mentioned, and you've got a choice between the Peloton Bike and the Peloton Bike Plus. I've got some notes because I keep forgetting. If you've got the budget, I would go for the Peloton Bike Plus. The reason being is, if this is going to be your bike for say 5 years, you're going to pay more in Peloton membership costs than the actual cost of the bike. So whereas this bike might be 50% more expensive to buy than the normal Peloton bike, that percentage is a lot less when you factor in the overall costs over say 3 to 5 years. The reason I would stretch the Peloton Bike Plus, if you can, are these, and if they don't matter to you, then just get the Peloton. The screen rotates on this, which it doesn't on the Peloton Bike. It's also a larger screen. It's 23.5 inches compared to 22 inches. You've also got an auto follow function. So when you are in a class and there's adjustments to be made, on the standard bike, you turn the knob. With the Peloton Bike Plus, you can auto follow. So that means the instructor will make those adjustments to the resistance for you and you haven't got to keep reaching down to make those changes. And lastly, the actual technology in this tablet is slightly better. So it's got a better processor and a larger RAM, which may or may not help future-proof it as time goes on. Now, with regards to screen quality, they're both 1080p. In conclusion, I do believe that quality is cheap, i.e. buy once, cry once. Before I bought a Peloton, I bought myself like a DIY home setup. I'll try and find an image of it. And all that meant was I set myself up at a cost, decided it wasn't quite good enough and I felt like I was missing out on something. And then I sold that at a loss and then went on to buy a Peloton, and it actually cost me more to get into Peloton overall. The other thing is, Peloton haven't really moved their prices in the last 4 years. And if you think about the fact that we've been through some really pretty high inflationary years since then the fact that these are still the same price and the membership is a similar price to what it was back then means that these are even better value than they used to be. And comparing it to my gym membership, I mean, it's a fraction of the cost. And there's also that time saving. I generally will get onto a connected fitness bike like a Peloton before my daily shower. So it's the length of the workout plus 2 minutes to put the shoes on. Going to a gym used to take me half an hour to get there and get on the gym floor. Afterwards, I'd need another shower, then it would be kind of half an hour to get home. Connected home fitness is a really time efficient way to work out. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As mentioned, I'll link to these bikes in the description. Using that link really helps support the channel. Until next time, see you soon.